Hello, John Neal here. It's Tuesday the 14th of July and today I will be doing some sign writing because on Saturday we're going to have a busking session in town to raise money for the Disaster Emergency Committee to raise money for the victims of the Venezuela earthquake. So I'm going to paint a sign to let people know what we're doing and I'll bring you along with me. Okay, here we go. The first thing to do, of course, is to put on the magic apron from which I gain all my magic powers. Well, the first thing to do, get yourself a bit of board. This is MDF and yes, have some gloves on. The sun's come out finally today and it's going to be hot again, so we'll see where we get on. This is an old board I've used for another event in the past, and yeah, it's just knock back any old rough pieces on it, just observe, and then give it a quick once over with the old black paint, which is, oh, this is going back so many videos ago. I haven't done a video about sign writing for quite a while, so I have to go over all the little details which were in all the other ones and you sort of knew about if you'd followed them on my old YouTube channel called John Neal Signwriting, I think. Anyway, yeah, the paint I'm using is masonry paint. That's for outdoor bricks and stone and so on, and it is smooth, and I finally decided this was the best paint to use after quite a while of experimenting around. If you put it on with a roller, the edges in particular are really easy to deal with, and in this sunshine this is going to dry almost instantaneously. And when I was out on jobs, if it was a sunny day like this, you could really get on with the work because you didn't have to stop and wait for the paint to dry. So yeah, and use these little rollers, it's really the best as well, because you get a nice smooth surface, and it will take 2 coats. So this first one will just cover the stuff mostly, but and there we go. And then the second coat will make it nice and black. Right, it is literally going to be seconds. That bit of which I've started is now dry, so let's just wait a second and cheers. And give it another coat. For this job, as usual, I will use acrylic inks. Sometimes the pens just as they are, but also, as appropriately, some brushes as well. And to start off, I'm going to mark out what I'm going to do with a blue pencil crayon. Never a pencil, graphite pencil. That not a good idea. I've done a rough design on a piece of paper, so I know roughly what I'm going to do. The word busking across the top in a particular loose style, and then change the styles now and again as I go down the board. If I'm going to have a straight line across and have the letters going straight, always put a ruler across to make sure they are tight and straight. I think this is for the letters D, E, C. And so all the way down the board to get everything as I need it. It's important for me in my old age and my slightly injured shoulder to have the lettering right in front of me where I need to have it. Otherwise, if I reach too far, it's quite painful. One of the reasons I had to retire. Right, just get this in a better position. I'm going over this again, thickening the letters up to make them look a little bit more informal. And the whole thing is an informal feel to this first word, busking. I'm going to overlap them all as well, just a little bit, so that I can make that standout letter on with a black pen. Now I'm just going to put the somewhat incidental word for. Oh, that white paint is drippy. Look at it. Not to worry, we can fix it. Just using the pen as it is. Right, to correct this mistake, these splodges on here, I'm just going to rub them with a cloth and to get them to dry quickly and mop up some of the muck that's on the pen. And once I've done that, it'd be very easy just to run over it with the roller and the black paint, and no problem at all. Right, let's just black out those smudges. Honestly, this hot weather is an absolute dream for doing this. That'll dry in, yeah, straight away. Next, the letters D, E, C. I want to try and make these exactly as they are in the logo. So measure them out quite carefully, and I'll tidy them up a little bit more later on too. For the next couple of words, using the brush, I've pushed some white acrylic ink out of the pen and dipped the brush in it, which I really like to do. You can make the brush do the work. So now for the word Venezuela. Check the spelling on it, you don't want to get that wrong. And again, I'm using the brush and making it a little bit looser, lifting those bars across the E. I find using a brush enables me to control things a little bit better, and the bottom of the Z look jumps out quite nicely. Well, since I've got the brush wet, I might as well stick with it and put the word earthquake at the bottom. Right, back to the top of the board, and the first layer of any of the inks is always a bit dull, and when you put the second coat on, as you can see, it really highlights it. So yeah, it makes for a good effect that you can produce. The letters D, E, C just need filling in again to make them nice and solid, and to tidy up some of the shapes as well.
Picking up the 1/2 inch brush again, I've mixed some white and a few drops of red to make this pink, and I'm going to highlight the letters here as if the light was coming from the top right, and so these edges would be a little bit lighter. Nice effect. Don't forget I'm overlapping. I'll fix that in a bit. So stepping in with, I think it's a 5mm white pen, we can just pop a couple of highlights on top of that lit edge. Little trick of mine, I quite like it. And then here's a simple effect to make things sparkle a bit. Just dots. Just space them out nicely. Don't press on too hard, otherwise the acrylic ink will run and that makes a right mess. Difficult to correct. So, yep, dot them round, looks quite good. And then to highlight this overlap, small black pen and just edge where they overlap, and away you go. I love doing this bit. Makes everything stand out all of a sudden. A bit of a camera failure here, sorry, but you missed me putting the colour around Venezuela. I'm trying to echo the colours in the flag, which are yellow, red and blue. But now I'm putting the border back in, which always makes everything jump out nicely. I notice the G of busking is just cutting into the border, so when I get around to the other side with a bit of luck, I'll just cut the B of busking in to keep the symmetry. Well, we're getting near the end now. Always have a quick look and see if there's anything else I can do. I'll just make the word appeal jump out a little bit more simply by outlining it with white. And then after that I've got some dots left over, so I managed to put them around the word appeal. It's just a matter, I think, in the end of not doing too much but trying to fill the space up properly. Another trick I'm fond of is to put an extra highlight bottom left on the coloured shadow around the word Venezuela. And finally, the logo of DEC has these concentric circles around it. Actually, they're in red, but it adds a little bit more just to put them in white. And then I think that's enough. Right, just got to get the music playing now. And that will be on Saturday in 3 days' time. So watch this space.